Since the former United States President Nixon visited China in 1972, cooperations between China and the United States have become increasingly successful and have achieved well-renowned results, benefiting the people of both countries. However, in the 21st century, with the rapid development of China, competition between these two countries in the high-end science and technologies has become increasingly intense. Leyang, could you please tell us more?
The COVID-19 pandemic and the trade conflict are further promoting economic globalization. The economic ties between China and the United States are weakening, and scientific and technological competition has become one of the main themes of the relationship between the two countries. Recently, the US government issued a notice to NVIDIA and AMD, the giants of the graphics processing chips, requiring these two companies to obtain export permission from the US government before they can sell specific high-end chips to Russia and the mainland and Hong Kong of China. This is another move of the US government in the semiconductor field after the US President Biden signed the CHIPS and Science Act last month.
Why does the United States restrict the export of high-end chips to China?
The above chip is the high-end graphics processing unit chip, or so-called GPU chip. High-end GPU chips have significant advantages in complex parallel processing, so they have been widely used in server-side intensive data processing in recent years, such as AI model training and executive reasoning in the cloud. In this case, the US government imposed the above export restrictions on the grounds of preventing the risk of military end user acquiring high-end GPU chips.
What is the impact of these United States actions on China?
In fact, based on the same reason, the United States have listed several supercomputing centers and related research institutions in China in this entity list. And the export restrictions on high-end chips this time are further specific to several products of the two chip enterprises. In fact, the United States has long been implemented strict export controls measures, and China's national defense and important scientific research institutions have long been unable to obtain the supply of high-end GPU chips from the United States. According to market opinion, the real intention of this restriction may be to control the large-scale application of high-end GPU chips in China's commercial field, and the extensive application innovation based on this. The restrictive measures of the United States can accurately grasp the direction and application fields of high-end chip products, and in the future, it can also select targeted blockade field for China based on the strategic needs of the United States. Therefore, the possible adverse impact of the US restriction on the export of high-end chips to China is still in the field of large-scale experiment and AI-related commercial application, such as large-scale AI training, autonomous driving machine learning, and large-scale image and video processing, etc., which will not affect end consumers' electronic devices for the time being.
What should China do now to mitigate the impact?
The action taken by the US government in the semiconductor field are a long-term challenge to the development of China's semiconductor industry. In this context, we expect that the Chinese government will introduce the following three measures in the future. 1. Increase support for the development of the semiconductor industry, especially in terms of industrial policy preferences and financial support. 2. Focus on supporting the existing leading enterprises in the industry and provide specific support according to the position of the enterprise in the industrial chain. to realize the coordinated progress of the domestic semiconductor industrial chain. And 3. Continue to open and cooperate globally in science and technology, attracting advanced science and technology enterprises from the other countries to develop in China through financial instruments and industrial policies.
Does HSZ China Fund invest in relevant fields?
In addition to financial support, the development and improvement of the semiconductor industry also requires specific technical accumulation. We can clearly foresee that China will do everything possible to achieve its domestic substitution in this field from now on. In fact, promoting the development of this industry has been clearly put forward in China's 14th Five-Year Plan. At present, the HSZ China Fund has positioned in TSMC, which is the largest semiconductor manufacturer globally. At the HSZ China Fund's ambition is to host the best 25 Chinese companies based on their inner strength, valuation, and relative attractiveness. We will pay close attention to the development of the relevant fields and continue to look for opportunities that best fit our investment criteria.
That's it for today. Thank you for watching and hope to see you again in the next episode.